งค่ะซึ่งในเซสชันนี้ค่ะเราได้รับเกียรตินะคะจากคุณกู้ Cooler List ที่หลายๆคนเนี่ยอาจจะคุ้นเคยนะกับในการเป็นยูทูบเบอร์นะคะของทางพี่กู้เองซึ่งก็ทำในเรื่องของการรวบรวมข่าวสารข้อมูลเกมการวิเคราะห์ต่างๆเนี่ยมาให้เราได้รับชมกันแต่ในวันนี้ค่ะคุณกู้มาในฐานะของ Co-founder Game Developer Gathering และ Game Dev Hub ในเรื่องของโอกาสในวงการเกมที่คุณอาจจะคาดไม่ถึงนะคะเอาละค่ะตอนนี้ได้เวลาแล้วค่ะขอเสียงปรบมือต้อนรับนะคะคุณกู้ Cooler List ค่ะหรือว่าคุณกุมภริศพุทธิพิญโยนั่นเองค่ะสวัสดีค่ะ
ขอบคุณครับ thank you so I will have a liberty to put down because there's too many things going on in my hand so I need to a table here sorry about that so hello everyone PlayNation my name is Kumpalit Putipinyo and today I'm represent two organizations Game Developer Gatherings and my new business Game Dev Hub but actually I do a lot more than that. I'm a content creator, YouTuber, streamer, as you could imagine. And I also sometimes do digital showcase event and also working for the government. So that's a lot, but we will scope down to that to synchronize it with the topics of this session. Opportunity in gaming, right? So in reality, this topic is nothing new in the country that the gaming industry has matured fully. And however, for Thailand, I believe this is a subject that can be explored in greater detail. There are still many people who don't fully understand the opportunity that game industry could bring to our country, whether in terms of society, cultural, or of course, economy. But before we can truly grasp the opportunity in the industry, we need to first get an overview of the gaming industry itself and how it relates to all of us. I'm not sure what my next slide is. Yeah, I think it's it. So, how big is the market? The global gaming industry is currently valued approximately 500 billion US dollar, which is around 18 trillion baht, Thai baht. I say it again, 18 trillion Thai baht. So this makes it the largest entertainment industry in the world, surpassing movie, television, and music, right? In Thailand, the gaming industry worth about 1 billion US dollar, approximately 30 to 40 billion Thai baht. However, most of this money flow out to other countries, to foreigner developers and studios and publishers, rather than generating revenue within the country. To be exact, we lost about 97% of this market share to foreign countries. With just a vast amount of money in this industry, even if we can capture just 1% of the market, it would be a tremendous financial gain. As you can imagine, only 1%. As Richmond has mentioned earlier, our cost of living in this country is really like affordable, right? So even we could capture only the small amount of the market, we make a huge difference for the people in the country. So, if we want to compete and claim the share of the gaming market, what options do we have? Let me paint a big picture of just how vast the gaming industry is and various ways we can step into it. First, to make a game, it begins with ideas, right? You must have a concept that we believe could make a great game, combined with the funding, the money, the investor. So this is your first point of entrance. If you want to invest in the gaming, you can invest in the game development. Sometimes the creator and the investor are the same person, but most often they are not. If you are interested in investing in the gaming development, you need a trustworthy team with a strong creative mind and a sharp eye for good ideas, capable of executing vision with a reasonable budget. That's what you need. However, remember this crucial point. Invest in the gaming development means investing in intellectual property, not the game itself. It's IP. A game may or may not be successful. It depends on various factors, both controllable and uncontrollable. But regardless of the game's success, IP continue to generate revenue over time. And IP is not just one game. It could be an entire universe that your game set in, a character within that universe, or just one specific item. That alone is enough to create long-term revenue stream. I'll give you some example. Let's say Pokemon, right? Pokemon, everyone knows Pokemon is a game. They have game mechanics, they have graphics, they have everything that you can expect out of the game. But you cannot argue that just one character of Pokemon franchise can be a game of itself, can be another movies, can be the protagonist in like animation. And let's scope it down a little bit. Just the Pokeball. I don't want to imagine how many Pokeball has been sold since the inception of the Pokemon franchise and how much revenue that it's generate. So when we talk about IP, it's not only the whole game, but maybe some part of it also can create revenue. So once the idea of the game and the founding is secure, the next step is production, right? Think of the game development as a manufacturing process. To put in the more easier term, a factory. Creating a game is like you operate a factories, right? It's require expertise from various fields, such as programmers, artists, sound engineers, script writer if you want to have a good stories, or network specialists if you want to do like multiplayer cooperative game or something like that. Each of these roles requires skilled professionals, not only from the gaming industry, but many other fields as well. If you have expertise in any of these areas, this is your point of entry. You can enter the gaming industry by skills. If you have skills, right? You can be a part of the gaming industry as well. At the same time, while the game is in development, another critical division must work in parallel. It's called sales and marketing. This could include like planning, promotion, advertising strategy, community management, localize the game into the specific language or market, collaboration with the influencer or KOL, even an organized esport tournament, which in itself, it's a big ecosystem by its own, right? This is also your point of entry. If you are the sales and the marketing guys, you can come into our industry and make a living. Once the game is launched and marketed, it can create numerous business opportunity as well. Like for example, the game may lead you to the production of merchandise, of squishies, let's say apparel, keychain, a mug, or even a toy that you can see on the side of our stage over here. Then create another ecosystem out of it. It could also be some collectibles that based on its own IPs. It could even adopt into movies or the brand collaboration from consumer products if you like. Moreover, gaming technology can be applied into the field like healthcare, automobile, engineer and construction, or even military. This potential for video game to add value to other industry is limitless. It's limitless. Okay, we already talked about sales, right? Business. Sorry. I talked through a lot of things. Yeah. But all of that I just mentioned would mean nothing if the game and the IP is not successful. If you want the IP to hold any value, it has to be successful. And then your next question would be, then what could we do to make it a success? What can guarantee success in the gaming industry? The simplest answer that I could give it, nothing. If you want to, I can guarantee you one thing, that whatever business or industry you in the world, there's no one and nothing can guarantee success. The best thing we can do is to mitigate the risk through strong management and financial planning, accurate planning, market research, a clear understanding of target audience. This is your point of entry. If you're the guy who come from finance and management, video game industry, especially in Thailand, require in dire needs of your expertise as well, right? And finally, the skill profession need for the industry is not just appear out of nowhere. They must be trained. Whether through the formal education or knowledge sharing from experienced professionals, education is the fundamental of the gaming industry growth. And this is the sum of all the topics, all the things that I made my point on this stage. That's your point of entry. Everything you see here on the screen is the ecosystem, is the business, is the entire universe of itself. Like you can do the investment, you can do the managing project and finance, you can involve in the producing, in the production phase of the game, you can do the sales and marketing, and you can do collaboration with brands and KOLs and find more opportunity. Everything of that based on education. We need a strong education. We need a way to to pass on our knowledge to the next generation, to the next developer, to the next person, professional in the industry. And that's his belief where my speech here ends. So this just a brief overview of the gaming industry. If you are interested in this field, or you want to know how you could fit in our beloved industry, me and my team of game developer gatherings and Game Dev Hub will be here all day to answer your question. We'll have a booth at the A3 exit. So come meet us, come have a chat, and see you guys. Thank you, PlayNation, for the stage. Have a good day.
ขอบคุณค่ะต้องขอบคุณพี่กู้นะคะคุณลิสด้วยค่ะสำหรับการที่ให้ข้อมูลดีๆนะคะแล้วก็ต้องใช้คำว่ามันเป็นอะไรที่มากกว่าเกมจริงๆนะคะสำหรับสิ่งที่อยู่ในวงการเกมของเราอุตสาหกรรมเกมของเรา is more than just a game